And we're back. So last week we left off, we were at the table. Monique is asking Ashley how's Michael, and then we get some little funny gazes between Candace and Giselle. Now, the producers led us to believe that Candace was gonna tell Ashley's business to the table, but it didn't come out like that. It was like a misdirect. So later on, they plan to tell her in private company about what Candace saw on her phone. So the ladies head back to Monique, and between some bug exterminating and some camera time from T'Challa, we finally get back to the story. And Candace is clearly nervous about telling Ashley about what she was told because she still wants to preserve their friendship, and I give it to Candace, she's doing it the right way. Although, I think she should have told Ashley first instead of Giselle. It's none of Giselle's business, honestly. Now, Monique has planned for all the ladies to do a bonfire in her backyard with the s'mores and shit. And Giselle takes this as the time to sit Candace and Ashley down, have a private moment away from the ladies. Now, Monique isn't here for this. And she lets them know, oh, y'all gonna make us do the bonfire by ourselves? And she's being nice nasty about it, but she goes outside. So they're waiting on Ashley, to put the baby to sleep. We see Monique comes back in to get some more supplies, and she's like, really, y'all? Really? Now, it looks like Monique is pressed to be in this scene. I'm not really sure why she's so bothered by this, So Ashley finally comes downstairs, and then Monique sees it. She's like, oh, she gonna be in there too? Now, I'm just like, Monique, let these girls talk. It's none of your business. I get it, it's your house, but still. So, she's pretending like she's not bothered, but she is, but she leaves. So finally, Candace can show Ashley what's on her phone. Now, Giselle has appointed herself as the moderator, and she's letting her know that Candace was coming from a concerned place. And they're telling her everything about how Michael was in the club with strippers. He tried to take somebody home, said he had a boyfriend. Now, Ashley asked Candace, is this credible? Does it come from a credible person? Candace said, yes, this comes from a friend. I trust her. I've known her for years. Now, Ashley's just trying to process this. And Candace is like, well, have you asked him any questions or anything? And Ashley's like, oh, no, I ask questions. I do more than that. I look through emails, text messages. I sniff drawers. And they're just like, oh, okay. That's kind of gross. Now, with this information, Ashley just seems a little bit too calm about this, which just makes me to believe that she knows that Michael creeps out sometimes. I think she does her thing, he lets her do his thing. I think he likes to dabble a little bit in the other sex, and she doesn't mind. But yeah, the other ladies see too, you kind of calm about this. But nonetheless, Ashley is appreciative of Candace doing it the right way and coming to her. So they all go back outside to the fire pit. And Monique still look a little precious, oh, y'all finally here. Wow, I just saw the backdrop of her house. That lake house is beautiful, Monique. Jeez. And then the big pool too, and the fire pit. That feels like a place that I want to go for vacation. Is that up on Airbnb? Now, I apologize if you hear any music in the background. My apartment is facing the window, so if you hear some music in the background, ignore it. Now, it looks like some of the ladies retired to bed. I know Giselle has to go to New York to get this award for her book that she probably purchased. Ashley goes to bed. So now we see a couple of ladies, they stayed up longer to drink some more shots. So this is Wendy, Karen, Monique, and Candace. They doing fireball shots, and Karen is drunk. She drunk. And yeah, we love drunk Karen because she just spills all the tea on herself. It's like a truth serum for her. And in the midst of her drunkenness, she lets us know that she said that I don't have an old vagina and my shit is moist. So Karen has a wet ass. She has a wop. Karen has a wop. And I didn't think I needed to hear that, but now we know that Karen has a wop. Yeah, she is all types of drunk. She's telling all her business about Ray. Y'all notice that? From season to season, if she gets drunk, she starts telling about her, marital problems. So it's the next day, and Giselle already left. We have everyone else there downstairs for breakfast. We see Chris is the first of the spouses to arrive because all the husbands are coming down for the last day. So Monique brings up how disrespectful it was for, I'm guessing, Ashley, Candace, and Giselle to be away from the ladies for an hour while they're outside in the bonfire. Like, why is she so pressed? I don't get it. But we see that, Ashley tells her, like, oh, well, they just want to tell me something private, and she lets them know what they said. She spills the tea on what Candace told her, and Monique is like, are we back here again? Like, didn't we see last year that didn't work? Now, pause. I could see Monique's frustration on that. I can see that, clearly Ashley does not care what Michael does. They're still together. So if you hear something about it, even if it's a rumor or gossip, why even give that life? She clearly don't care. But on the other side of the coin, like, if she's her friend, I mean, of course, she would want to know. I know I would want to know. So, but yeah, it's also just none of Monique's business. Like, this scene just wasn't about her, and that should be fine, I don't know. It just seemed like some misplaced anger over a bonfire. And then we see Candace just apologize. And she was talking like in an inside voice. She was being respectful to Monique. So I gotta give Candace the benefit of the doubt. And we see from Monique's confessional, I think, she brings up the drama with Charisse again. Like, Charisse hasn't been in like the past 3 episodes. Why are we talking about her? And that looks like that's the real issue. She's mad at Candace. So she's trying to pick up every single detail to like pick a fight what Candace is starting to look like. And Monique says, leave marriages alone. Leave people marriages alone. So we see that Robin is standing up for Candace, and I agree. Like, Candace came from a respectful place. She wasn't being messy. Like, she could have been messy, but she wasn't. And Wendy chimes in too. Like, I get it. From the outside looking in, like, I don't see what Candace did wrong. Now, Candace is annoying as fuck, but still, like, I'm gonna call shit like I see it. Like, she hasn't done anything wrong so far to me. So Candace and Wendy's husbands arrive. I believe it's Robin and Wendy in the backyard, and they're talking. Wendy's talking to Robin about last night and how drunk Karen got. And fast forward to when Karen comes out, Robin tries to make conversation about Karen's drinking, and Karen just pretends, what? What are you talking about, Robin? What? And Robin's like, never mind, girl. That's why I don't bring it up to her, Wendy. Robin's like, done with the bullshit. Yeah, Karen is on one. Like, she trying to pretend like she wasn't like lit that night when her wig shifted and her slurring. Okay, Karen. So we have all the ladies sitting around the pool, and then they're talking about how nice the bonfire was, and Karen was just saying, oh yeah, I need to get one. And wouldn't you know, Monique brings up the bonfire a fucking again. Like, are you serious? So now that instigates an argument between her and Candace, and I'm like, there was 3 of them that separated themselves from the other ladies. Like, Candace is getting all the smoke. Like, Giselle isn't here. Ashley, I think, is still upstairs with the baby, but she's mad at Candace specifically. Now they're really getting into it. And Candace isn't here for it. She just walks away. She's just like, why do you care so much? It had nothing to do with you. It wasn't your business. And I apologized. So as Candace walks away, you have Wendy and Robin trying to talk some sense into Monique. She's like, Monique, it looks like y'all have some unresolved issues, and you're taking out this anger on her, which has probably more to do with why you're angry at her than the bonfire, and y'all need to talk. And ironically, I'm pretty sure that's why Wendy got into it with Ashley, because of misplaced anger. So I don't get, like, how Monique doesn't see this, because we see Monique getting on Wendy to apologize to Ashley. I don't see how Monique don't see this, how she's acting. So yeah, Wendy and Robin, they hit the nail on the head. Like, Monique's being a control freak at the end of the day. Wow, so we get back to Giselle, and she really like won an award for that book. I don't know. I feel like she paid for that award, or it was like, like back in the day when you're in elementary school and you get an award for perfect attendance, or just maybe she's getting an award just for having the book out or something like that. I don't know. So we're back at Monique's lake house. It's the last day. We see Candace packing because it looks like she's just ready to get the fuck out. I don't want to hear this conversation the husbands are having, especially about Chris getting his nut or some shit like that. I don't want to hear that. Now we see Candace in her confessional saying she's done with Monique. And I have my thoughts on this. I'm going to say it after I finish this review. I gotta say, Candace is being a real sport. Like, she comes downstairs after they tell her happy birthday, because Monique's telling people, oh yeah, she probably ready to pack, but we just got into an argument. And we see Candace come downstairs with a smile on her face and participating. So they all decide to play a charades game of the husbands imitating their wives. None of them are really funny or stood out. We see that Monique's husband, the way he imitates Monique, I'm guessing he was about to give fellatio to a bottle. So that was basically the first thing he thought of when imitating his wife. So it looks like everyone is headed home after that boring game, and Monique conveniently passes out to sleep as Candace is saying goodbye to both of them. I'm hoping that she was actually asleep, because that would be really immature on Monique's part. So now we have the dramatic 24 hours later. We see Ashley driving in a car talking to Michael, which was like a very awkward conversation. We see Ashley in the confessional, and she's telling us that she talked to Michael about the incident. He did confirm that he was at a strip club and he did some shit that he wasn't supposed to. He left out some things, but Ashley said, yeah, they got into it and they slept in different bedrooms. So we have the dramatic 1 hour later. And we see the story broke out of Michael cheating on Ashley. I'm guessing at this casino or strip club. They got him in his boxes in the hotel room from the blogs. It's not looking good. He's embarrassing Ashley yet again. Like, is this Ashley's karma for being like a complete monster for 2 seasons to everyone? This is probably her karma. So yeah, they even showing us video clips, and that's where the episode ends. I'm just like, again, Michael? Again? Jeez. So here's my thoughts on Monique and Candace. Now, with this episode, I just really feel like Candace was trying to do her best not to get into a fight with Monique. And Monique is the aggressor in this situation. Now, we know that the fight is next week. That's episode 8 that happens. And the way it's going, it's starting to look like Monique was the bad guy. And before we even seen the season, we just assumed that it was Candace. And it's starting to look like Candace's ass whipping that she's about to receive wasn't warranted, which makes me feel like, I want to be on Monique's side, but, Monique, I gotta call it how I see it. You're the bad guy in this movie, Lisa Rinna. So yeah, that's my thoughts on that. But yeah, I don't think they're gonna show us like the fight in its entirety. I think we're gonna get maybe like a little glimpse of it next week, and in episode 9 we're gonna see like the rest of it. So it's gonna be a 2-parter probably. But yeah, that's my thoughts on this Candace versus Monique shit. Let me know what you think in the comments. Follow me, Cdiggi1 on Twitter and Instagram. And also, link, comment, and subscribe, please, And I also will be doing a live once a week. It was so fun Sunday, I'm going to do it once a week. Anywho, I will see y'all later. Bye.